This is the RØDECaster Pro. It's an audio interface by Rode, and we know Rode from their microphones, but they also make an interface, and it's a special interface. This is very unique. It's only made for podcasting. But you can do more with it, but more about that later. The funny thing is that you can connect it to your computer, but you can also use it as a standalone. The only thing you need is a headphone, microphone, some power, and that's it. The only thing you have to do is press record, and then you're recording on the SD card in the back. That's in stereo. If you want to record in multi-channel, that's also possible, but then you have to connect a computer, and then you can record up to 14 channels. Every channel on this box is separated to Pro Tools or Reaper, anything you want. There's a unique setup in this box. There are 4 microphone inputs. There is an input for your computer, there's an input for telephone, and there's an input with Bluetooth. So you can connect an iPad or even your computer. Use something like Discord, Skype, whatever, but you can use it to call someone and use it in your podcast. Up to 2 devices connected with 4 microphones, and then you also have these sound pads. Underneath the sound pads are small sounds internally on the memory, but you can also put your own sounds in there. I have some leaders in here. I have some recordings of interviews I did in the afternoon and I want to use in the evening in my podcast. I have some CD recordings and maybe some effects. You can use a companion app with your computer and use WAV files and just flip them over, and they are connected instantly, and you can color code them. So I have red for leaders and blue for my interviews. It's a very simple setup. You start with pressing 1 for the first microphone, and instantly you see a menu. It's a touchscreen, so you can just press microphone and you can choose whichever microphone you have. And then you have settings like what kind of voice you have, if you're talking very loud or soft. No technical stuff, just some hints how to set it. And then the best part, there are effects in there, made by Avex, settings like a compressor and high pass filter, and I can turn them on, and when I'm talking now at the moment you hear there's a compressor working, but there's also a de-esser, a noise gate, some extra bottom, low end, and when you turn off the processor it instantly sounds very thin and like a normal microphone, but when I turn it on again you get that radio sound. Every setting is changeable for every microphone. First microphone is the leading microphone, so there's a ducking feature. If you have more people talking but you start talking on the first microphone, everything is turned down, so you don't have to push all the buttons to correct it during your podcast. It's very hard to find some things in this box that are not working, but what I don't like is that you don't have XLR output. It's stereo jack, and if you're using a professional mixing desk or you have active speakers, they use XLR. And in the end, the multi-channel recording can't be done on the box itself. Probably that's a feature that will be added in the future, but it's very good to know that it's not possible at the moment. So who is it for? Of course for podcasting. If you're podcasting alone, it's already an easy peasy, but if you're podcasting with more people, you just bring the box, put up some mics, and you can start podcasting right away. But also at a live event, if you want to do some live interviews and have the audience listen, you just send some extra audio to the mixing desk in the hall, and easy for that. But also recording music. You can record your band, maybe do some live gigs with it. In the end, it's an interface, it's a mixing desk for everything. But you notice that it's really made for podcasting with these sound pads and these extra features with connecting your phone. So in the end, this is really easy to use. Only make a couple of settings and you can start podcasting right away. But also for the more professional user, if you want to have some extra features, more control, it's all there. It's in some sub-menus, but you can find it. In the end, it's very well made, it's very light, it's high quality, it sounds very good, good mic preamps, and it's not that expensive. And if you want to do this in a setting without this box, it's almost, well, not impossible, but you have to have a lot of gear and have to have a lot of technical knowledge. So in the end, this is ahead of the competition, the RØDECaster Pro.